Good morning, y'all. Listen to them there. Man, they're just singing away. Good morning. Good morning, birdies. John chapter 6, 45 and 46. It is written in the prophets, and they shall all be taught by God. Therefore, everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me. Not that anyone has seen the Father, except he who is from God. He has seen the Father. It is written in the prophets. It is written in stone, in other words. It will surely come to pass. The words, they shall be taught by God, are of reference to the unsaved, because Jesus said, therefore, everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to the Son. Jesus didn't forget about the unsaved. So how could we, right? Come on. How could those of us who claim to have the love of God dwelling in us forget that we are surrounded by people who are still under the power of death and will surely perish if they die in their sin? It should be our earnest prayer that the Father uses us to teach others, because He has chosen us to preach, to save those who are perishing. This should be our life's work. This should be our life's goal. This should be our we're instructed we are to instruct sinners, using our life to point them to Jesus, teaching them Christ crucified for the sin of the world, teaching them the gospel. Everything else we do in life, yes, it's important, but there is no comparison to this task of teaching people the gospel. May God help us to keep this truth our priority. Come on. John chapter 6, 45 and 46 emphasizes that no one can come to Jesus, meaning no one believe in Him and being saved unless God the Father draws them to Him through His teaching. Jesus is the sole revealer of God the Father, having seen and known Him directly. This passage highlights God's initiative in salvation and Jesus' unique relationship with the Father. Verse 45 is written in the prophets. They will all be taught by God. Everyone who has heard the Father and learned from Him comes to Him. This connects being taught by God to come to Jesus. God works with us, drawing us to faith through His word and influence. The prophets foretold that all people would be taught by God, and His teaching leads them to Jesus. Isaiah 54:13 reads, all your children shall be taught by the Lord, and great shall be the peace of your children. And in Jeremiah 31, verse 33 and 34, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, declares the Lord, I will put my law within them, and I will write it on their hearts. And I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And no longer shall each one teach his neighbor and each his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me. What you doing, puppy? From the least of them to the greatest, declares the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Jeremiah 31:33 and 34 speaks of a future where God's law is eternalized, leading to a profound and professional relationship with God, characterized by forgiveness and universal knowledge of Him. The law of the heart, instead of being written on tablets of stone, God's law will be placed within the people. It will be placed within us and written in our hearts. Come on, y'all. Intimate relationship. This new covenant will lead to a deeper, more personal relationship between God and His people. A personal relationship with us. A personal relationship with you. God is calling you today. God wants to teach you. God is teaching us. He is calling you today to know Jesus. A personal relationship with Him. God is calling you for a personal relationship with Jesus. Man, this is powerful. I love y'all. Love one another. God is calling you today. God is the teacher. Through Jesus, through us. God is calling you to Jesus today. Man, I love y'all.